Folks, welcome back. I'm glad to have you back with me. In this video, we are going to. Oh, have to put Vectorworks up there. There we go. Yeah, welcome back. In this video, we're going to do sort of the second half of the video of putting lights over the stage. We in the first part we put in our top backlights, and in this one we are going to put in a couple specials on these doors, and then we're also going to put in our cyc lights. So let's go. Let's boogie. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple specials, and I'm going to focus them very tightly right on the door frames. And I do that a lot of times because if it is many times when people come through the door, we want to see them right away because they're either making some sort of big entrance or they're going to say something, or and it is just helpful to have that little extra bump in light to highlight them and to give them visual importance. You don't have to do it all the time, but sometimes it is, boy, it'd be nice to have just a little more light there. So we're going to do that. So we're going to start out, we're going to do this one right here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cheat, and I'm going to drag this fixture over. I'm going to copy and drag it, put it right in the middle there. And I'm going to set this focus, or the rotation. I think this one is going to want to be 0 if I play my cards right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And what we're going to do is I'm going to change the focus to M. There we go. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to change the lighting fixture to a 19 degree. This is a 36 degree, and it would be really big for this use because we need it to just literally light a 3-foot doorway. So I'm going to change this here. Let's turn it on and see what it looks like. It's going to be pretty big. Yeah, we'd have to shutter off quite a bit. But let's change it to a I'm going to change it to a 19 degree. So here we are, and there we go. Yeah, that is will be way less shuttering, way less wasted light. Um, so this is going to be a great um, fixture for this point right here. Okay, now this one again, we're going to need to kind of do some moving around here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this down, and I'm going to put this fixture right in between these lights right here. Okay, here I got a little too far. I'm going to nudge it over just a little bit so it's sort of right in between. Change the focus point to N, and I'm also going to change the color to no color. I'm just going to change it to, for now at least, to no color. So we just come up and do NC. That means there's no gel. Surprising, it should say NJ, but typically it says NC for no color. So there we are there. Now, so if we zoom in and look, it looks like the lights are going to fit. You know, the lights are going to fit, but you see how these are label legend. It's sort of getting a little jumbled up, okay, and they're getting on top of each other. And we really need to see this information on the light plot. So what we can do, the fixtures are great. What we're going to do is we're going to adjust some of these label legend containers, and it's pretty simple. Um, if you select the fixture, and I want to move these two, and watch my cursor as it changes from an X to a slashy. That's what I'm calling it. And when it's a slashy, I can click and drag, and I can move this circle, and I click again and I move it out, and it's out of the way. I'm going to do the same thing here. Move that right there. So now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Let's see. Oh, So now our we'll be able to see all the data. Here sometimes what we could do if this started getting in the way, we can also move the text, move it over just a little bit, and there we are. So we can move it around to make the information and the data on the plot be more readable and more accessible. So we have our specials in. I'm gonna get and turn off our beams, and now what we're going to do is we're going to add in our psych lights. Here's our psych, and we're going to put some fixtures in. And at Northwest Missouri State, what we use is we use some Chauvet, I believe they're Colorado batten tours. So let's come up and find them in our so let's see, we are looking for movers, I believe, and yeah, Chauvet Colorado batten 72 tour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click, and I always start when I put in my cyc lights, I put them in the center, because we don't want to have an overlap and a potential dark spot in the center. So I'm going to put that in, and so right now it gave our label legend, it gave it a space for a dimmer and a channel. These are DMX fixtures, so I have a special label legend for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have it selected, and we're going to come over and we're going to use where it says use legend. I'm going to click on it, and we are going to use Northwest Legend LED strip. There we are. We are ready to put stuff in. So what I want to do is I'm going to put for focus. We usually don't do focus points for the cyc lights unless you are doing something with Augment 3D. It's the ETC, Electronic Theater Controls Previs software. So we're going to call it psych. Okay, and what we're going to do now is we want this psych to be as smoothly lit as we possibly can. These are not the best fixtures to light a psych, but it is what we have to do the job. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag these down so they're almost touching. So almost, drag another one, and you can kind of see the curtain here. We want the whole thing. Okay, and now this next one I'm going to put, and a lot of it is behind the psych, but this will ensure that the psych is lit from leg to leg. Okay, and it should look pretty good. Oh, I have it on. I just put the lights on the psych. That is that's wrong. But the great thing with CAD is we can select all the lights, and we are going to drag them, and they're going to snap onto our fourth electric, and there they are. I'm going to scooch them down just a little bit. Now, again, this is a decision to make. Now they're in front of the leg. So if we did not have this one here, chances are there would be a little bit of a dark spot in here, and we could do a couple things. We could either move the leg in a little bit, or we can add an extra fixture, and then there might be a little light on the leg. I'm going to go with the extra fixture, and we'll see what we can do to deal with light on the leg. But now I'm going to select all of these, and all I'm going to do is we are going to mirror, and we don't have to mirror the first one, but we're mirroring them around the first one, and there they are. All right, so we have all of our cyc lights in, and I think we are in pretty good shape. So in this video, what we did was we put in the cyc lights, and we put in these specials for the door, And I also showed you how you can move the label legend around to get a little bit more space and make your light plot more legible. So in the next video, it'll be a quick one. I'm going to show you how to put in practical symbols for the on the light plot, and I will tell you what that means in the next video. See you soon.